Hey, this is Onion. Welcome back to my fast playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. All main story quest, all audio, for all text, right? Here we are learning about Titan.
Lay down your burdens, son, come drain a pint with me, we'll have a grand old time, find ye a lass or three. Ye gonna say something, venturer, or just keep starring apostrophe question mark, eh? You wanna know about the company of heroes? Ah hells. Price of bleedin' fame. Can a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, lass, old Traketomb was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Gah ha ha. So, you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess, ye mean that bastard Tidus, aye? Oh, if only ye'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Tidus took, and when he hit ye, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Uck. Just like that. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people round here sing me praises. Don't tell me ye only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Tidus. Humph. Well, too bad, cause now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, then we'll talk. Eh? So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, venturer. Saved me the hassle of, never mind. What? Ye still asking about how we beat Tidus? I dunno, venturer, it was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach ye, I truly do. But unless ye prove ye have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, ye'd need to be capable of slaying, say, a Goo-Bue. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so ye ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Course, I ain't asking ye to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't ye try headin' due west and stand and look out case a Goo-Bue comes callin'. Slay it, and I might consider telling ye more about old Tidus. Eh? You again? Then that Goo-Bue that was harassing the millers is dead? Didn't think he had it in ye, venturer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe if ye slew a Traketomb? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Goo-Bue had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, chief, ye have me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe, I did, is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Traketomb who slew that Goo-Bue, or was it you? Chief. What are ye saying? It's me, Traketomb, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Tidus? Who in the seven hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody halfwit. Aye, well, see, Tidus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahajan shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth the Lamansan way. Traketomb, if you didn't slay that Goo-Bue, you may consider your contract revoked. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged the Goo-Bue Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, the hell's with it, let the contest begin. You're still at it? Bugger me, 'tis lucky I've got one of these. Me arms, me bleeding arms. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging ye, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Trake tune. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive ye, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. But you went and believed me, look, his name was Weskaat, alright? Weskaat. He'll tell you how to defeat Tidus or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on, then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair.
The achievement in this area is the Fate, which is on the beach. Pretty big crab, usually 2 or 3 people needed, and a 30-minute Fate.
Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags?
We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa Lominsa are depending upon us.
Humph. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales?
Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. And my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way.
A woman who can't be tempered? Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed.
Believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan.
You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogamuro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Jejaruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our...
Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates.
Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamuro.
Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations.
Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Hey, very well.
Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Lominsa hangs in the balance.
Master Jejaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Well? Did you deal with the Knicks? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busywork is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Jejeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Jejeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast. And so, Onion, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonell at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time, as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't, I have work to do. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Onion. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha, you amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. For me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot, Dito here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Onion. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Aha ha ha. Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uode Nunn. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Onion. State your business, adventurer. Ha ha ha. So this is the one Westgate sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven well. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amaliaa encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amaliaa in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Hey. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit, but no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a well-wicked worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but well-wicked worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Segalid. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with a location where well-wicked worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. You look well. Have you caught your quarry, then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Onion. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Westgad. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Westgad's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of this brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Westgat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men. And I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Onion. Well met, Onion. Landonel and Uode Nun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldnar this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozan Nazin. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. What's the hurry, venturer? Eh? Something happen over at the Gabi settlement? I dunno why you're so eager to help a bunch of beast men, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry ye to Raincatcher Gully.
Alright, I think I'm going to pause it here. Brayflox is coming up, and it's a good point to break the story up. Alright, thanks.